Hello everyone, Scott Sylvan Bell coming live from Sacramento, California. It's April 1st, 2016, 12:20 in the afternoon. Perfect day to talk about sales training. And today I want to specifically talk to you about a form of sales sabotage that I see salespeople get into. And for whatever reason, they decide that they're too good to close. Now, this could be because you, as a salesperson, have been beat up and you have a bunch of objections that you've dealt with and you just don't want to get rejected again. So you get all the way to the end of the sales process and say, like, whatever way you do it, here's your number. Like, some guys point at it, which I just don't get. Like, they don't want to say what the number is. But instead of asking for the business, they just like, all right, well, here you go. Well, like, in the mind of the buyer, they need to be told what the next step is, right? So, like, you know, it's $10,000 and I just need a credit card, right? That would be like a good way. That's one of the ways to do it. But they'll just go, all right, well, here's the number. Nothing, okay? So that's one of the versions. That's going to be like the first version of closing reluctance. Now, there's a lot of salespeople out there that'll go out there, they'll do their process, they'll be like, all right, well, here's $10,000 I just need for your signature. And the buyer goes, well, you know, I got to think about it. I'm getting other bids. I'm talking to other people. It's just not the right time, right? And so the salesperson just goes in like, I'm not going to go any further. I'm not going to try to do anything else. I'm not going to ask any more questions. I'm not going to try to tell any more stories. I'm just going to fold up my paperwork and I'm going to say, all right, peace out. I'm done. I'm gone. And I've been with salespeople and I'll ride with them and I'll say, like, what just happened? I'm co-pilot and I'm just sitting there and I'm watching them. What just happened? Well, you know what? I really don't like closing. It's uncomfortable for me and I just really don't want to do it. I'm like, but you're leaving money on the table. Yeah, but it's uncomfortable and I don't want to have to do it. But you're leaving money on the table and it's your job. Yeah, I don't like closing, right? So there are some salespeople that create their own sales sabotage and they don't like closing. Now me, thank goodness I like going up against them because I'll take the money like right out from underneath them. But if it's you, it's part of your job. It's part of what you do. Now there's a couple things you got to know. Is sales isn't about arguing. And so a lot of times people will get misunderstand and they'll hear things about salespeople and somebody will say something about a salesperson. And so they're thinking, well, you know, I'm going to portray that image upon myself. So if there's some people over here, right, and they're like, salespeople aren't good. And then a salesperson like me hears that and like, oh, salespeople aren't good. Right? Is that because they close? Is it because they use cheesy closing lines? Right? So they start accepting like all these beliefs and saying, all right, you know what? Now here's what the thing is. I'm not going to try to close. I'm not going to try to do anything. Right? And that's wrong. People understand that if you are a salesperson, it's kind of to be expected that you're going to ask questions, you're going to give some sort of a presentation, and that if they give some sort of objection, it's your job to help overcome that. Right? And some buyers want to see that you have some conviction with what's going on. So if you have the best product, the best service, the best widget, the best gizmo, the best delivery, and someone goes, well, I got to think about it, and you don't give any pushback, does that really mean that you have the best product, the best service, the best widget, the best gizmo, the best service? Does it? Because that person could go, maybe I'm not too quite sure if this guy or doesn't have all this belief or girl and all these products and things that he has, if he's just going to go no right off the bat. Now remember, you know, when people go fishing, they don't say like, yeah, I just went fishing. There's a whole story to it. And some buyers love to have some sort of story to tell when they buy something. They want to be able to say like, I was able to beat this guy down and I negotiated back and forth. And remember, sometimes it's not for them. It's not for the buyer sometimes. It's for the friend. It's for the neighbor. It's for the coworker who's going to have questions like, you bought a what? How much did you pay for it? Right? And in their mind, they're like, I need to have a good argument. I need to feel like I fought for it. I need to be able to feel like, yeah, I put in the work, I put in the time, I put in the effort, and I fought hard for that. Right? And that story is not for them. It is not for the buyer. It is for the person that they got to deal with. And so if you just automatically pop out of the game and go, you know what, I'm good, sales over. Someone who's willing to sit down and talk that process through and talk that person off the ledge is going to get the deal, and it's not going to be you. That is why it's self-sabotage, okay? Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That would be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You've got to subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.